This episode was brought to you by Skillshare. Armadillos are nature's tanks, if tanks were skittish and very cute. Hi, I'm Danielle, and you're watching Animalogic. Native to the Americas, armadillos are the only surviving members of the Cingulata order, and their closest extant relatives are sloths and anteaters. There are 21 extant species of armadillo, the vast majority of which can only be found in South America. 2 species can be found in Central America, and just a single species, the 9-banded armadillo, has made its way up into North America. Armadillos range in size from the adorable pink fairy armadillo, which only measures 15 centimeters in length, to the giant armadillo, which, as its name suggests, is quite large and can measure up to 1.5 meters in length, including its tail. They are part of the Xenarthra superorder, and like their anteater cousins, their diet is made up primarily of invertebrates, with some species specializing in ants and termites. Species like the 9-banded armadillo will even eat carrion if they have to. In order to extract said ants and termites from their various mounds and hills, they have long, powerful claws. In addition to this, they have long, sticky tongues, which they use to pick up ants, termites, and other small invertebrates. The various species of armadillo are most commonly described by the number of bands that they have in their armor. These bands are attached to one another with flexible tissue, and the more bands an armadillo has, the more flexible they are. Though it does come at a cost: security. The South American 3-banded armadillo is the only species of armadillo able to roll up into a ball to protect their soft underbellies. When attacked, every other species prefers to run and hide, rather than relying on their armor as their first line of defense. As their last line of defense, armadillos will use their long, sharp claws. Their iconic armor is made of dermal bone plates, which are covered with little scale-like bones called scutes. Armadillos are susceptible to leprosy due to their low body temperature, which, incidentally, is the same as human skin, 34 degrees Celsius. Because of this, armadillos are vectors for the disease. In fact, leprosy didn't exist in the Americas before the Europeans got here, meaning that armadillos got leprosy from humans, and now they're giving it back to us. In the southern states, at county fairs, it's not uncommon to see an armadillo race. They're not great. The handling of armadillos at these less-than-okay races and in other human-armadillo interactions has seen a rise in leprosy being transmitted to humans.
Weeks ahead of time, the armadillos get in shape for the race at secret training camps. We were permitted to see just a few of the vigorous exercises and top-secret training techniques.
Many species of armadillo are quite decent in the water. They can either hold their breath and walk along the bottom, or some species, like the 9-banded armadillo, will swallow a bunch of air and become buoyant. This fills their stomach and intestines, and it makes swimming much easier for them. 9-banded armadillos also have a quirky habit of jumping in the air when startled. They can jump up to 1 meter high, which is unfortunately why they get hit by cars so often. 9-banded armadillos were the only successful armadillo in the United States, primarily due to their high reproductive rate. They regularly give birth to quadruplets. The pink fairy armadillo is the smallest and objectively cutest armadillo. They're about the same size as a squirrel and have highly flexible leather armor with 24 bands. They're primarily nocturnal and dig burrows. This behavior has led them to be classified as a subterranean armadillo. Giant armadillos are the largest and can be found all over South America except in Uruguay. Despite their large size, they prefer small prey, their favorite being ants and termites, of which they can eat an entire colony in a single sitting. They dig very large burrows, which after they vacate tend to be used by other animals. Unfortunately, giant armadillo populations are decreasing due to habitat destruction and hunting. The loss of the giant armadillo from their ecosystem will have a cascading effect, as other animals will lose their habitat engineers. The screaming, hairy armadillo is quite possibly the greatest named animal. Its entire body, including its armor, is covered with scraggly little hairs, making them look like coconuts on legs. They can be found in Argentina, Bolivia, and Paraguay. They are excellent diggers and tend to live in habitats with loose, diggable soil. Oh, and they scream when they're frightened. They're pretty great. The screaming hairy armadillo is pretty adorable, but it could be made even cuter if brought to life through illustration. If you want to start 2019 off right and take a crash course in animal character design, then you should check out Melissa Lee's character design course on Skillshare. In her course, she guides you through her process of illustrating animals. You'll learn to find inspiration in reference photos, then you'll start to bring your character to life with sketches. She'll guide you through some tips and tricks for developing your character before rendering the finished image in Photoshop. You'll walk away from the course with an adorable new drawing, perhaps of an armadillo, and you'll have a new skill as well. Skillshare is an online learning community for creators with over 25,000 courses, and a lot of those are courses in illustration, design, business, and more. When you finish this course, there will always be a new course to help you further develop your skills as an artist, no matter what your skill level is. Premium membership gives you unlimited access, so you can join the classes and communities that are just right for you and your New Year goals. Whether you want to fuel your curiosity, creativity, or even your career, Skillshare is the perfect place for you to keep learning and thriving in 2019. If you want to support Animalogic and join more than 7 million creators learning with Skillshare, be one of the first 500 people to follow the link in the description to sign up for 2 months of Skillshare for free. So what animal should I talk about next? Please let me know in the comments and be sure to subscribe for new episodes of Animalogic every week. Thanks for watching! Oh, and also I just want to say hey and thanks to everyone who came up to say hi to me at MagFest. You guys are rad. Take care!